the granddaddy of them all. Here's what to watch for when Georgia and Oklahoma square off in the Rose Bowl. All right, so here's the overall idea for the Bulldogs and the Sooners. Guess what? Opposites attract, huh? These two teams are as opposite as they could be. One time this year, Oklahoma has been held under 30 points, and that was when they scored 29 against Texas in a win. And Georgia's defense on the other end of the spectrum, only 2 times this year, they've allowed over 20 points. They gave up 28 to Missouri, they scored 50-something and blew them out, and they gave up 40 to Auburn in the regular season loss. So here's the question in this game. Which team can face off against the other and be themselves? Which team can go out there against the opponent in this Rose Bowl and just be who they've been all year long? Georgia, their defense is phenomenal. 10th in the country in rushing defense. 4th in the country in overall total defense. Oklahoma, the other end of the spectrum, they're an offensive team. Number 1 in the country in total offense. 3rd best passing offense in America. This really is the unstoppable force against the immovable object. The third thing to look for, I mentioned it earlier, these two teams are not similar. If you look at the defenses, Oklahoma's defense has allowed 40 touchdowns this year. 19 of those are rushing touchdowns. Well, Georgia's defense has allowed 19 touchdowns total. And on the other hand, Oklahoma's offense, they have more than twice as many touchdown passes as the Georgia offense this year. Oklahoma's thrown 44 TDs, Georgia has thrown 21. So much of Georgia's pass game is spreading the field and then just figuring out a way and design to get it in the hands of their running back. Here's a called swing. This was not a read at all for the QB. This is pre-snap and he knows he's going to throw it, and depend on Sony Michel to make a guy miss. Explosive plays by throwing it behind the line of scrimmage. 2 guys miss him and he's off and running. An example of why Georgia's run game is so good. Watch the 3 guys on the right side of the line versus those 3 defenders against Auburn. One stood up, one's on the ground, and the other is completely blocked out. Here goes Nick Chubb, part of that 3-headed monster at running back, breaks a tackle, and only needs a little crease for a big run in field goal range. Keep your eye on Georgia's center and what he does to the nose tackle of the Auburn defense. Stands him up, drives him back into the linebacker, picks off 2, and the freshman running back is off to the races. Now, if you look at stats, which I've said before, stats are kind of like a girl in a bikini. It shows you a lot, but not everything. Georgia's the better overall team. They have the better total defense, the better pass defense, the better rushing defense, the better rushing offense. And lastly, though, watch out for this. As good as Georgia's defense has been this year, I'm pretty confident, number 1, they haven't faced a quarterback like Baker Mayfield, and 2, they haven't faced a tight end like Mark Andrews. Here's that big tight end lined up over here with the H-back. Safety over him in man-to-man. They motion across, see man, go 2 play fakes to freeze the defense and get him open. Off the ball, stick him, back to the inside, perfect route. QB delivers the football. Here he is in the other red zone at 6'5", 255, lined up out here off the ball in the slot. Similar though, play action, trying to hold somebody in the middle of the field so they can slant him behind him, get him open in the end zone, and they do. A really tight throw from the quarterback. Got to fit it in there with 3 defenders. That's a tight window, and a great catch by the big guy. Look at him stick the outside. He can run. That big tight end has 8 touchdown receptions this year. It leads Oklahoma's team, and I think you can look for him to be a real key to Oklahoma's offense against that Georgia defense, because like I said, I don't think Georgia's having to cover anybody quite like him all year long. So that's my what to watch for in the Rose Bowl. Georgia defensive, they run the football. Oklahoma offensive, they throw it all over the field. It should be fun to watch. Hey, if you like this video, do a couple of things for me. First, like it here on my Facebook page and follow my page. I got videos coming at you pretty much every day outside of the holidays. And also head over to RenaissanceNation.com. If you like this video, niche, specialty, you're going to like some of the things that you see in other genres as well over at RenaissanceNation.com. All right, thanks for watching, and hit me up on Instagram and Twitter also. I am Radio Wyatt. Thanks, and see you next time.